Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We are here to view the Wrx Challenge Round 9 here at Tokyo Inner. Oh, you can have it in 2 minutes. Sorry, I just stole the wife's iPad. Yes, so what's the championship we've got? I'm going to get straight on with the table. Tonight we're going to have 3 races, some in the rain, some in the dry, some a little longer than others. So we have got a treat. Can't believe only 6 people have shown up for this. This is shocking for me. It's such a great championship. I don't understand why the drop-off. I just don't understand it. But that is the way of running championships, you find. The nearer the end, the less show up. But it's not the end of the world. The important people are here, and that is what matters. And waste no more time. I think we've got about 4 minutes until qualifying. So I'll get on with the tables, I guess. So after 7 rounds before the drop scores, Skyjacker is sitting, where is he? Oh, he's in the pits at the moment. Skyjacker is sitting at the top of the table with 332 points. Homesick Alien in second place on 328 points. Kurtula is third on 325 points. Anton Poika fourth on 261 points. Alexis Maximus fifth on 245 points. 6th is Diego on 235 points. 7th is Jim on 213 points. 8th is Pat on 197 points. Rivixter 9th on 118 points. Bunny is 10th on 113 points. Alphanut is 11th on 100 points. Noxie is 12th on 41 points. And Rido is 13th on 37 points. He's only really taken part in 2 rounds, but he's with us tonight, so great stuff. I'll tell you the table now after the drop scores. Well, I believe, oh my lord, most people's drop scores were in the first round. Anyway, so the table is like this with the drop scores so far. Kurtula is first, leading the championship on 279 points. Skyjacker is second on 273 points, and Homesick Alien third on 271 points. Very tight at the top. Anton Poika fourth on 239 points, with Alexis Maximus fifth, chasing him down on 229 points. Diego is sixth on 208 points, ahead of Jim in seventh on 193 points. Pat is eighth on 160 points, with Bunny in 9th on 113, Rivixter in 10th on 112. Wow, is Rivixter it? He can get himself ahead of the Bunster, but it doesn't look like he's here. Alphanut is 11th on 100 points, Noxie is 12th on 41 points, and Rido 13th on 37 points. Oops, something's gone there, someone's got in the pits. Oh, Jokers is here. Is he even on the table? Interesting. Okay, so that's the championship so far. Wow, we've got loads of action in the chat. Skyjacker saying hi. Skyjacker saying Jim's stuck on a train. Pat's got something else on, and Alien has something better to do. Apparently, hey, he's schmoozing. He's being Mr. Smooth. Flashman says evening all, and Diego says good evening, guys. Hello. If you... Oh, qualifying has already started. I missed the R's and the Y's. Oh, thingamajiggy, put the question mark. Ah, too late. Sorry, guys. I'm running late. I was eating my dinner 2 minutes ago. I was stuffing onion rings down my gullet. So, ooh, and off they go. We're in the wet for this first one. I wonder how that feels up the tunnel when it's dry on those tyres. I suppose it's just a straight line, so it's not going to affect too much. This all seems rather rushed in now. I was a bit late. Rido saying evening. Hello. So 10 minutes of qualifying to determine the grid for race 1. And then I think race 2 will be a reverse grid. And then race 3, which I think the first 2 races are going to be like 15-minute races, and the third race will be 30 minutes, is my belief, but I don't know for sure. On their outlap, I suppose. So Kurtula and Skyjacker are out there. Anton, he can make up some ground, I guess. And the alien opting to use this as one of his dropped scores. Here you go, whoosh. Skyjacker out there, chasing that first title. He's been in reach of a couple of titles in his VRC career, but they're just not quite. I think the closest one was the GTMC, where he was leading, but in drop scores he lost the lead to Bunny, I believe. So Skyjacker making his way around the wet track here at Tokyo Expressway, having a cracking time. If those tables were a little bit too quick for you, you can always check out the tables on our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. I believe they are updated when they are needed to be. So Arido, he's joining us. Ooh, sliding out a bit wide there in the wet. It's an outlap though, so it's not too bad, but that puts Cthulhu not too far. But I think Cthulhu's going to back off out of that one and let Arido try and pull away a little bit. Jokus, I don't think he's taken part so far this season, but it's great to have him in. Oh, he's got a not Aston Martin helmet, is it? Very nice. And Anton had a couple of wins this season. I've got stats. Stats. Stat me up. Stat time. Statomatic. Hang on. Let me find the stats. Okay. Right. So, stats. Here we go. So, Anton Poika, he'll be in the top half, will he? Yes. He's had one fastest lap. His best finish is first. His worst finish is 11th. He's had 7 podiums and 2 wins. So that's a very strong showing from the Finland resident. I don't know. Finnish. He's done a great job here this season. 4th in the table at the moment. Oh, did you hear that little flutter? I love these cars when they flutter. They're using the Isle of Man time attack car. It's a Group X car. They boost the engine right up to the top if it can go, BHP it can go, and they reduce the weight to the least it can go, and that makes this rather a beastly little machine as they make their way around. So Skyjacker, he's on his flying lap, and this is going to really freak me out because I believe the pit stop is nowhere near the start straight. So, and I remember before I've done this race, commentated on this race, and got myself all kinds of mixed up with the pit stops, but we shall see how I do this time. I'm ready for it this time. I forgot the pits. There's where the pits are. It's on that tight corner right at the end of the lap, I believe. I think that's where the pits are. Oh no, the pits are up the straight. What is it where they go into on the corner and go in there then? I don't know. There is one of these tracks where the pits are on a corner somewhere, but I think this one they are on the straight, so ignore everything I just said because that's where the pits are. I'm freaking out because so Skyjack has set the first time with a 2:08.817 on his intermediate tyres. Cthulhu goes across with a 2:09.7. Rido a third. Well, Cthulhu's on the intermediates. Jokus goes in third, a second behind Cthulhu with a 2:10.753. Rido sets a time of 2:12.0, and Anton Poika has gone third fastest with a 2:09.967. He's on the full wets though, so that's going to be very interesting. We've got Skyjacker on the inters, we've got Cthulhu on the inters, Anton Poika on the full wets. Diegor's gone across the line with a 2:10.7. That puts him in 5th place. Jokus has gone inters. Diego has gone inters. And Rido has gone full wets. And we'll see how they all mix up in the chats. Bunting saying evening thingy and everyone else. So hello. Hello out there. And Skyjacker will be looking to get maximum points from this race, as will Cthulhu. Can Anton Poika spoil their day and help the Alien out, as he's missing this one. He needed more. Alien really needed more people here to try and take points away from Skyjacker and Cthulhu. But as it turns out, that is not the case. Oh, Rido having a meeting with the barrier. Skyjacker heads on. We've got 4 more minutes of this practice to go. Just under 4 minutes anyway. As he gets around that tight hairpin at the end of the lap to boot it out up the start straight, and it's full welly from now on, I believe. Yeah, they've got the DRS open. Let's get on board for a lap here of a wet Tokyo expressway as we zip past the pit lane that I said wasn't there. What a fool I am. That's a short pit lane, isn't it? There's not much in there. He's just done a 2:10. He hasn't beat his first lap, but Cthulhu has with a 2:08.807. So Cthulhu means business. And this one, Skyjacker is, I mean, is Cthulhu getting a toe? I don't think so. He's too far back. Purple from Skyjacker as he heavily brakes into the first corner. Getting right on that apex. Try not to slide out to the barrier, it's a tough one. And then we've got a similar corner to our right, going downhill, which gives it a bit of speed and slides you out a little bit. Then he's full beans down this short straight. I believe this is just a lift in fifth. Get around the corner, back on that accelerator. Get right over to the left so you can bring it over to the right for the apex. Now this one we're going to have to use the brakes. Down to fourth. As we head through the chicane under the bridge, back onto the accelerator again, up to fifth, full beans all the way around this long right. Then we have to start lifting and knocking down the gear, and we're there, close to a barrier there, wow. Then a left-hander in fourth gear. Oh, that sun is blinding off of that shiny road as we go up the hill to another right. And it's very nice, very nicely placed there by Skyjacker. And then around the left-hander, downhill again. As we end up heading towards a very tight hairpin. Heavy on the brakes, down to second gear, swinging around. Swings are in late so he can grab the apex early, or later in the corner, the second part of the apex. And there he goes. Through the wiggly bit, looks like he had a little brush with the barrier, possibly. And I haven't been looking at his sector time, so we don't know what it's going to be. You guys probably do, because you're probably paying attention. On his intermediates, heading up to the line. Can he take that pole back from Cthulhu with only a minute to go? He cannot. He cannot. Oh my, and Cthulhu goes faster again. So Cthulhu absolutely on fire, on pole at the moment, with a 2:08.033, some 7/10 faster than Skyjacker, who is 1.1 seconds faster than Anton Poika. But no, Anton Poika goes a little faster and gets 6/10 away from Skyjacker there. They've got another lap in them. Diego, he's done a 2:10.1. He's 7/10 behind Anton Poika. He's 5/10 ahead of Jokus so far for this grid. Jokus, he's just making his way around. This will be his last lap also. And Rido has managed a 2:12.3. David in the chat saying, evening guys. Hello David. And this, the Spaniard, Cthulhu, is absolutely owning the streets of Tokyo. Does Skyjacker have a surprise? Look at the fuel already. Less than 10 minutes and they're down to half a tank of fuel. So we'll watch Skyjacker. He's 4/10 down on his best, so this one's not looking like it's a pole for the Skyjacker. Cthulhu looks like he's got this one pretty much sewn up. Unless Anton Poika, he's getting better than he's gone before. He's got a green, but it did not look like it was purple. He's 3/10 up and he's 6.5 shy of Skyjackers. Look at the slide on that little Subaru, you saucy little beast, you. The car, not Anton. Surely you knew that already. So Skyjacker is going to be first to finish his qualifying lap. We saw he was down at the last sector. Has he clawed any of that back? Can he find 7/10 to get himself up with Cthulhu? I don't know. Cthulhu might be getting a benefit of, you know, a tow along there. 208.6. It's not as fast. Not Anton next then. Who is it? It's going to be Rido to cross the line next. And can he get into the 10s? As he crosses, oh, he got faster. 2:11. Beautiful stuff. Jokers crossing with a 2:11.1 also. Here comes Diego. No, Anton goes across with a 2:09.3. So he got himself a little closer to Skyjacker, but not majorly. And Diego in 4th place. He's 4/10 down on his fastest so far. Can he gain anything down the straight? It's unlikely, but you never know. So DRS full open. That wing flips down on the back. We'll see it during the race. And Diego doesn't go any faster. That is qualifying. Cthulhu takes pole ahead of Skyjacker. Anton in 3rd. Anton in 3rd. Who was it in 4th? I can't remember. Oh, it's Jokers, was it? No, Diego in 4th, Jokers in 5th, and Rido in 6th place. So we're waiting for the lights as we look at them on the grid. Cthulhu eager to get this race on. Oh no, we got to exit for some reason. I don't know why. What happened? Is there a glitch of some kind? I'm not sure. Maybe. Oh, maybe Jim's shown up. Is there anyone says it's shown entering the room? Oh, I don't know. I don't think there's anyone else in the room that wasn't in the. Oh yeah, Jim's there. Sorry. So yeah, Jim has shown up. So Skyjacker has got to try and remember that grid. He's asking everyone to enter so he can put Cthulhu on pole, himself in 2nd, Anton in 3rd, Diego in 4th, Jokers in 5th, Rido in 6th, and Jim in 7th. Look at me helping. Look at me helping with the grid. So Muddy in the chat, he's saying go Skyjacker. I think a lot of the VRC guys. Oh gosh, shall we go to the track? No, not that track. We'll go to spectate. A lot of the VRC guys are rooting for Sky. He's started the final, where we can get underway again. Rido looks like he's the and was it Anton was on the wets as well? Or is it just Rido who's gone full wets? It doesn't actually look that wet out there, but I haven't driven it. I don't know what the grip is like. I wanted to get on there early and get a couple of laps in to get a feel for it. But alas, I could not do it. Look at that. Mostly B drivers out there. Fantastic stuff. We had a little chat about ratings the other night in the VRC live podcast. It was an interesting experiment. So we're watching Cthulhu on the pole, waiting for the lights. He pulls away, Skyjacker also, but Cthulhu looks like he's made a lovely clean start, and Skyjacker straight away behind to try and grab that toe, leaving Diego out in the cold there. He's alongside Anton, so he made a great start, but he doesn't get a toe. There is Skyjacker pulling out of that toe already. That's how much that benefited him. Just that short little stint behind Cthulhu. Now they're side by side. Cthulhu looks like he's got a bit of a struggle on. This is going to be manic in the first corner. Oh my word, Skyjacker's leading from Cthulhu, but Diego and Anton are very close and it's very squeezy. So Cthulhu, oh, and Diego make it around that corner side by side. Beautiful stuff. Jim has got himself ahead of Jokers and Rido. Rido's the only one on the wets though, and I believe that did not help, but maybe tyre wear will come into play with this. And Skyjacker leads Cthulhu away. So Cthulhu does not turn that pole into a lead, but Skyjacker definitely turns his 2nd place into a lead. And then you've got Anton looking for another win this season. He's had 2. He fancies another one. Sitting right behind the Spaniard there, Fernando. Diego in 4th, holding Jim off, but Jim is looking racy today. He's had no practice though, the poor soul. He's had to jump straight in and get used to it. And Jokers there in 6th place, keeping up with Jim at the moment. But Skyjacker pulling away 8 tenths, 9 tenths ahead. We're on a, yes, it was a 15-minute sprint race we're on. Cthulhu looking like he's having to defend from Anton Poika. Let us have a look from Anton Poika's point of view as he's chasing down. And it looks like Cthulhu has dragged himself back towards Skyjacker there. He's very close. I thought Skyjacker had pulled himself a little bit, and Skyjacker's gone wide in that corner, and Cthulhu is having a look. Maybe Skyjacker, being a little canny here, knows that Cthulhu will try and get a tow up this straight. And now they are side by side. What a beautiful sight. So Cthulhu back ahead only just by an inch, by a gnat's whisker of Skyjacker as they battle it up, and the person who's winning the most out of this is Anton Poika, because he's getting a tow. He's going to whip past both of them if they're not careful. Here he comes. He's gone for the line. Cthulhu and Skyjacker, though, they know who they're battling, and Skyjacker straight into that tow. Cthulhu out in the cold. And now Cthulhu dropping behind Skyjacker for a tow. Diego is in 4th, ahead of Jim in 5th. Jokus there in 6th, and Rido in 7th. Skyjacker going wide through that corner again, and Anton Poika having a very interesting look up the inside of Skyjacker's Rockstar Isle of Man time attack. And whilst Cthulhu is also there in the mix, as you can see, just out of his front window. He's just whipped up the inside of Anton Poika. There you go. He's in 2nd, chasing down Skyjacker. We're only on the 2nd lap, and already we've had some stunning racing by these top 3. Diego holding fast in 4th. He's 2 seconds adrift of them leaders, and he's 1.8 seconds ahead of the Jim. There you go, Skyjacker leading from Cthulhu, ahead of Anton Poika, and it's anyone's from here, isn't it? Look at them. Very tightly bunched up. Lovely stuff. The more they race each other, Diego can catch them up and bring Jim along with him in the tow if Jim can get a little closer. And so far Skyjacker having to defend that spot. Oh, Cthulhu's had a nudge of the wall, giving Anton a good look up the inside, and Anton now is up into 2nd place with Cthulhu in 3rd, but they're just about to hit that long straight, and it's all going to be a reshuffle because of the tow, I believe. And let's have a ball on board with the Cthulhu, the championship leader, I believe, isn't he? I read it all out and I can't remember. Flashman in the chat saying, I love this track, longest straight ever. It is stunning. So Cthulhu in the tow with his DRS fully open or down, because it just sort of tilts the wing down, but he's got it on. And he's trying to grab that tow. Anton Poika already got a bit of a tow off Skyjacker, and here he goes, boom! Straight past all of them. That is how it's done. The Spanish Inquisition then takes the lead, whilst Anton and Skyjacker side by side going into that first corner. Skyjacker just edging it ahead, but he's on a very tight corner there. And oh, Cthulhu heavily braking into that first corner. It looks like he's going to lose both positions. No, he's still holding it ahead of Anton. But yes, Cthulhu a little bit too wary into the first corner, heavy braking, and Skyjacker just whipped it up the inside of him. Beautiful stuff. 3.7 seconds they are ahead of Diego, and Jim is pulling closer to Diego, and Jokus only 1.2 seconds behind Jim. And Rido is holding that 7th spot, but he's not. He's only raced two races this season. They were quite early on, so I imagine he's not quite used to this car like these guys are. These guys, it's like a glove for them after 8 races, and this being the 9th. I mean, there's a lot of races. I mean, 8 rounds. So we're just under, and we're just over 9 minutes. I was going to say just under 10 minutes, but we're closer to 9. 9 minutes left of this race, first race here, the sprint race of round 9. Cthulhu in 2nd, Anton Poika there, getting ready for that tow again. They've pulled further away from Diego, but Jokus is ahead of Jim. Jim must have had a small little issue. Let us have a look. Oh, there we go. I don't know what happened there. But, oh, and Joker's having a bit of an issue in that first corner, so we've got a little battle going on between Jim and Jokers. Jokers and Jim. There we go. They're still at it. Jokers now in 5th. What's going up here? Skyjacker leading from Catula with Anton in 3rd. These two are tight on the toe, Catula and Skyjacker. They want to get maximum points while the alien is away. Whilst Anton there, he's got no skin in this championship. He's 4th. I don't believe he's got a chance of getting ahead of those 3, so he can be a little bit more ruthless than these two. They need to finish up there, but Anton, he can just slam it in there, and I think he is. I think he's going to wait near the end and just go for it. Skyjacker, he's good in that first corner. He's the strongest out of the 3 of them in the first corner. You see Anton having a little clip of the barrier. Ooh, Anton's got a slide on there. That gives Catula a little bit of breathing space. Diego in 4th, nearly 5 seconds behind the Anton. Jokers and Jim are still at it, half a second between the 2 of them. Let's get on board with the Jim. And Rido only 5 seconds behind these guys, so if these 2 guys race it up quite a lot, Rido will be upon them. And there you can see Joker's just going into the chicane under the bridge. Ooh, Jim having a little nudge of that barrier. Like I said, Jim not managing to have any practice. He was stuck on the train. Oh God, I pressed the wrong button. Sorry guys. Let me get back there. Let me get back into G. Oh no, what am I doing? What am I doing, brah? There you go, back out the car. More fingers and thumbs tonight. So Skyjacker's leading by 2/10, and Catula is giving it his all, and Anton is right there with them. Here we go, on board with Anton Opoika as we go into that final corner, heavy onto the brakes, and there he goes. They've both gone wide. Anton slipping it up the inside, and now Anton is taking the lead of this race on lap 4 with only 6.5 minutes to go. Catula in 2nd. Skyjacker, we saw him go wide out of the windscreen of Anton Opoika. Diego, he's having a bit of a lonely race. Jokers and Jim battling it out, but Joker's managing to just edge away from Jim a little bit, whilst Anton, he must know that you cannot beat the toe, and Catula and Skyjacker both going either side of him. Excuse me. And there you go. Wow, 3 wide coming up to the first corner. It's very scary. We know Skyjacker is very strong in this first corner. He's gone up the inside and he's taken it. Catula and Anton just make it through. Hoo-wee. And Diego there, he's 7 seconds adrift now of those guys, keeping it in the steady 2:11s, whilst the leaders, a 2:09 from Skyjacker, a 2:09 and the fastest lap from Catula, and Anton Poika keeping it in those 2:09s. That must be the difference of the toe, surely. And look at them. You can't separate these guys. This is fantastic stuff. 5 minutes left of this sprint race, and the top 3 are swapping and chasing all the way around. Anton now up into 2nd with Catula chasing them down in 3rd place, and Skyjacker leading the way. Diego, he's 2.5 seconds ahead of the Jokers. 1 second ahead of Jim, and Rido 8 seconds adrift from these guys. Jim is on a push though, look at that, 4/10 up on this lap, and Joker's trying to keep that car under control. It's a beast, if ever there was a beast. And look, Jim's really closing in now. This is a beautiful battle. Anton's taken the lead again. Anton loves that final, is it the final corner? It is the final corner. Anton really does like that final corner. Flashman saying you're going to get some great picks from this race. It's beautiful stuff. So Anton ahead of Skyjacker, but he's in that position again, is Anton, where he is towing the 2 behind him along. Skyjacker really close up the bumper of Anton. If Skyjacker should really be bump drafting Anton to try and get away from Catula, and I think he might be. Is he? He hasn't gone for the move yet, but Catula is going for the move on Skyjacker. And here we go, as we come up to that first corner, they're fanning out. They're fanning out. Can Anton stay ahead of these guys? Skyjacker going for the high ground. Anton staying low. And Catula just sitting behind these guys. Anton still in the lead of this race. He is cuddling the apexes of these corners. He's really staying on the inside. And he survives the tow. It can be done. There you go. Anton Poika is leading from Skyjacker. Catula in third. Diego fourth. 11 seconds adrift of these guys. And Jokers has caught them up. So Diego doing a 2:11.6 his last time around. Was it? No, sorry. God, hang on, Diego. Yeah, 2:12.9. Sorry. So he lost a bit of time on that lap. And now Jokers and Jim are closing in. Oh, Jim getting a lovely sideways action. He's in. It's about the family, isn't it? The Too Fast, Too Furious, or whatever it's called. The Faster and the Furious. The quick and the mad. So Anton, look, a second now he's got on Skyjacker and Catula. And oh, Catula sliding from one end of the track to the other, giving it a little barrier bash, but he's managing to stay with Skyjacker. Skyjacker we've seen go wide in this final corner. Is Catula going to try and get up the inside? He does not. And Anton, look at this, on for a third win. Beautiful stuff. He's pulled away. I think he's out the tow. I think they can't use him now. So Skyjacker and Catula, these are the two that are battling out the championship, I imagine. And they don't mind if Anton disappears in the distance. And Skyjacker doing all he can to keep Catula behind, but Catula is getting a lovely tow again. Oh no, that's the wrong person I got on board with, sorry. Oh God, what sort of view is that? There you go. So there you can see Catula right on the tail of Skyjacker as he has a look, but we know Skyjacker very strong in this first corner. He's keeping on the inside. Catula's going out wide, swinging it through. He sees a gap, he sees a door, he's going for it. He gives Skyjacker enough space, and I think he had to cost himself a little bit of time for that. But there they go again, side by side through the corner. Beautiful racing there from Skyjacker and Fernando. Yeah, I have one of them in his Red Bull helmet, I believe. He drives the Formula X on a Sunday evening. He must be getting rather excited because that is starting again for the other group, the SNL. They're around, they're on YouTube, check them out, they're awesome. They do the Red Bull standards and do like a bit of an F1 thing. So Anton Poika 1.3 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker has got the fastest lap though. That's extra points in his back pocket, and we've only got 30 seconds left of racing. This must be the last lap. They're not going to get to the line within 30 seconds, are they? Skyjacker's having a bit of an issue. He was out wide then, but Catula, I don't think. Oh, he is. He's closing him down. My word, it's not over yet, but Anton leading from Skyjacker. Catula, oh, we've got to watch this final corner. Catula getting it out. He loves to put it out there wide and then swing it in, but Skyjacker not giving him the opportunity to get up the inside this time. So Anton is heading as the timer runs out. The final lap is showing. I would like to have a look. Jokers is still ahead of Jim and Rido, and here comes Anton to take win number 3. What a season. Cracking stuff from Anton Poika. He's across the line. Skyjacker in second. Whoa! 200ths between Skyjacker and Catula there. Diego, what a lonely race he's had, but I bet he'll take 4th any day as he crosses the line. Beautiful stuff. Jokers grabbing that 5th ahead of Jim in 6th. And then we've got Rido in his Petronas Subaru heading towards the finish line. Oh, the fuels were tight, weren't they? It was for Rido anyway. Rido's was flashing. And there you go. There are your results. We'll flip that around for race 2, which I believe, I think is going to be in the drive. There you go. Anton Poika. Congratulations, my friend. Brilliant drive. Absolutely fantastic stuff from the Finnish driver. I will take you to the race results because I forgot last week. And I think it is a source for Skyjacker to get the race results. And there you go. Look at him. He looks absolutely splendid in his blue overalls. Anton Poika takes the win. The pride of Finland. Skyjacker in second spot. Katula Fernando in third. Oh, is that going to hurt his championship? That is one interesting thing. Diego in fourth. He had a bit of a lonely race, in all fairness. Jokers and Jim, absolutely cracking little battle between those two. Jokers finally finishing in fifth. Jim in sixth. And Rido grabs seventh spot. Skyjacker got that fastest lap with a 2:08.906 on lap 5. But look at the distance between Cthulhu and Skyjacker. It's 200ths. It's not even 200ths on that, is it? No, 7.2 and 8.8. Hang on, let me quickly do some maths. It's 1600ths, I think. 16 thousandths, sorry. So the settings have been changed to cloudy for a 10-minute race, it seems. Interesting stuff. I don't know how long we've got until that race starts. Diego in the chat saying, nice race, Cthulhu, Skyjacker and Anton Poika. I was alone but like to see the fight. Yes, good stuff. Awesome. So let's get back on track. They haven't entered just yet, so everyone's wishing the plaudits to the three that finished at the top. 2040. So shall we have ourselves a couple of minutes of silence, do you think? You know, have some quiet time, shall we? Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Do it with a tip. That's what I like to do. So batter subscribe, tap like, and there is a ring a bell. But you know, I don't know what the outcome of ringing the bell is. Something terrible might happen, the end of the world or something. So be wary of that bell end. Okay then, let's have a look. No one's entered. Oh, we've got 3 entered, so we'll go to the track and have a look at Diego flying around the track whilst I quickly go and do a lap of the garden. I'm all raced up, so I'm going to go and do a lap of the garden, and I will catch you in 5. Hang loose, brah. Hello, that was my fastest lap time. I got around the garden real quick that time. So, hello everyone, I'm back. Back again. I better turn the volume up just to see if you can hear me. Yo, roll call. Got 8 watching. more watching than we've got on track. But I think most of those that are on track are probably the ones that are listening, which must be so disturbing. And when I found out people drive with me in the background, I can't see how they can do it. What a distraction. I mean, there's a delay anyway. I don't know how much of a delay. It's got to be quite hefty, I'd imagine, through the YouTube. Well, let me have a look. I'm going to swap drivers. Hang on, let me get my timer up. We'll do an experiment, shall we? I can look at YouTube and I'll tell you. I'll find my timer. Go click on the clock. Press stopwatch. Okay. Is there another car out? Oh, why is there no stats up? Yes, Skyjacker's out there. So let's have a look. I am going to change to Skyjacker. Well, this is not going to make any sense to you because it'll be instant, but from real life, I'll do it. I'm changing to Skyjacker now and I'll watch YouTube. So 3, 2, 1, boom. 5 seconds, 5.5 second delay. Ah, so Skyjacker, good guess. He said about 3 seconds, he thinks, but my timer was 5.6. That's almost as quick as what I went round the garden in, and it's a big garden. Look, I'm boasting, man. I'm not boasting. I've got a big garden. I am. No, I'm not. I don't like gardens. I'll tell you, where we lived before, we had this little stamp of a garden, but it was all concrete, low maintenance. Loved it. We moved somewhere where there's a lot of greenery around, and now my wife has to do so much work in the garden, it exhausts me watching her. So Diego is out there. I would love to tell you what my beautiful darling wife just called me, but it's not suitable for YouTube. So, Flashman, I tried listening to you once, but your silky smooth voice put me off. Thanks. It's not silky and it's not smooth. So there we go. These guys are out there having a little practice in the dry now. They've all opted for the racing soft, but it is only a little sprint, so why wouldn't they? They can use the mediums, but I believe they'll be saving that for race 3. Rido and Anton, they're also doing laps of their gardens. Excuse me, windy pops. Sorry, that was the onion rings I was slamming down my throat before I came on. So Diego, a great fourth from that first race. Remember, for the next race, it will be a reverse grid. We're only minutes away, 2 minutes away from starting that bad boy. Skyjacker. I imagine he'll be pleased with that result. That was so close though. That was beautiful. That was a photo finish between Cthulhu and the Skyjacker, and he has taken a few points from Cthulhu in that first race. It's going to be so tight as a gnat's bumhole. So Diego is having a good practice in car 93 at the moment. Give him a whoosh, shall we? There you go, the Portuguese driver did an absolutely fantastic job there in that race, staying ahead of Jokas and Jim. There is Jokas. He's got, oh, we saw his helmet. He's got the Aston Martin helmet. And Skyjacker's asking ready. I'm getting on this bad boy. I missed the first one. I was a bit disappointed. I didn't even notice he'd said ready. I wasn't looking at the chat bit. There we go. Was I the first? I was the first. I win. Boom. Oh, Skyjacker just says 1 point gained on Cthulhu, but that's a point nonetheless. If you win the championship by a point, then you know that'll be there. Right there is where you won the championship. You don't know. You don't know. Although I know the alien will come back in round 10 with a vengeance. So Skyjacker has started the final. We are going into race 2, 10 minutes. I think he said in the settings it was a 10-minute race, so we'll see. Boom shaka boom boom. Hey Zacco Mundo, my favourite child of all time. Lovely stuff. Dude, just remember, everybody loves a bar steward. Thank you. So they're lined up on the grid. Reverse style. What's going on? Sounds horrible, my voice tonight. I'm like, oh, I'm Marge Simpson, or Marge's sister, innit? So there they are. Oh, where's all the graphics gone? Bloody hell. Oh my god, Rido didn't even move. So there's Jim, Jokas, and Diego. They were all lucky to get past. Rido, is he stuck on the grid? No, he's moving now. I think he let him go. So Jim there leading the way from Diego. This is going to be a hot battle. And there is Jim. There's Diego. Oh, beautiful stuff. Joker's in third. Catula is fourth. Skyjacker is fifth. Anton Boyka is sixth. With Rido, I don't know what issue he had getting off the line, but Diego is heading into the first corner first, but he's got Jokers up the inside of him. No, Jokers around the outside, and Diego makes it through. He has a little bash of the barrier that gives Jokers the opportunity to get just ahead of him, but Diego's coming back. Diego is definitely coming back at him. Have we got a better camera angle? It's all a bit tight, that close camera. I moan about this long one, but that close one's just a little too close. So Joker's leading from Diego, with Catula is up into third, Skyjacker fourth, Anton Boyka. So Jim's had a little slip. Jim has had a little slip, but he's going up the inside now. He's going to try and get inside Anton Boyka, but he doesn't quite make it stick. But what a great attempt that was. And Joker's there. Is he going to get a win? Is he? He'll be gutted if he does, that he didn't take part in the whole season. Where were you, Jokers? Life gets in the way of racing. I can't believe it. So Diego in second, with Catula in third, ahead of Skyjacker, getting that point back. And it looks like Jokers, he was a little ghosted then. I don't know what happened. A little lift maybe, but Diego is close between these guys. They're heading down to that final corner. And it is just a 10-minute sprint here in the dry, and it looks like Diego is going to go for the inside, but Skyjacker, watch out! Skyjacker's coming up the inside of him, and Skyjacker grabs that second spot. Jokers is out wide, Jokers is out wide, Skyjacker's going to take it. No, there's Jokers, he just appeared around the corner, hello. But Jokers is going to be giving Skyjacker a tow there. Diego in third, with Catula in fourth, with Anton Boyka right up behind Catula, looking to grab a tow and get a move on the go. But Jokers now alongside with Skyjacker, and on the other side of them they've got Diego. It's very tight going through the tunnel here, and Skyjacker has got the lead now in the Rockstar car, but Diego is looking. He's definitely having a look for that inside line. He's tucked in behind. They're trying to grab tows for wherever they can get a tow from at the moment. And Skyjacker, he's good in that first corner, remember? Well, he was in the wet. Let's see what he's like in the dry as he heads up now. And there is Jokers. He's on the outside, but Jokers is sliding into the barrier. Skyjacker's got it under control, but Diego's on the inside. My word, it's tight. And Skyjacker leading from Diego, with Jokers there. He's having a bit of a swing round. And Anton Boyka's making his... he's making his appearance felt. I don't know. I can't find the words. I'm so sorry. So Skyjacker leading from Diego. Is very tightly bunched up there. Jokers is there in third, with Catula in fourth. Anton's dropped back a little bit. His presence felt. That's what I was trying to say. He's trying to get his presence felt. I'd love to have my presence felt. So Skyjacker, he's pulling away now, 8/10 ahead of Jokers. That little bunch, look at them, beautiful. What do they call it? A cascade? A concave? A concave? A cold cave? So Jokers, that's going to end up on TikTok, innit? A concave, calcave, cascade. Ooh, Jokers is in the wall. Diego's hit Jokers. It's very tight there. Catula and Anton stuck behind Jim. No, Jim's there in sixth. Jim's very close behind, though. He's waiting to make a move on those guys. Skyjacker 1.9 seconds now. Diego is ahead of Anton, but Jokers is there on the outside, and this is a very tight corner. And whoa, Anton making that same move that Skyjacker did, forcing his way up the inside. Absolutely cracking, aggressive driving, but it seems fair. Diego in third, Catula in fourth, and Jokers now trickling down into fifth place. He's only a second ahead of the Gym, and we've seen the Gym and the Jokers have a good old battle in that first race. Remember, poor Gym here hasn't had any practice whatsoever at this track. Skyjacker 2-second lead now. Skyjacker absolutely on fire in the dry. He's loving this. Catula, though, has made his way up to third. He wants these guys to finish ahead of Catula, and it's so tight down in the pack. Anton leading from Catula. Diego is right there as well, on the inside of Catula. Can he make it stick? Oh, there's Catula on the outside, and Diego on the inside. He should be advantage to Diego, but it looks like Catula's got the corner, and he makes it. Beautiful stuff, and Anton absolutely running away from those two guys. Catula in third, Diego in fourth, and Jokers right on the tail of this battle right now. And there he is, a Jokers flying from Poland. catching up with the Portuguese driver. Oh, that's very tight. He's gone for it though. Look at him. My word. Ooh, whoa. Beautiful racing there from Anton Diego and Jokas. They are stuck together like glue at the moment. Diego and Jokas. Jokas just backing out into the corner. He wanted the full road and didn't want to hit Diego, I assume. And now he's got his DRS full open. Full beans all the way down the hill, chasing down Diego. Beautiful racing we're seeing here as Skyjacker 1.4 seconds ahead of Anton. Anton doing a 2:02 his last time around. Skyjacker doing a 2 minute dead. And he's getting purples again. Anton, he's got to try and catch up with Skyjacker. Is he too far away for a tow? 1.3 seconds, that might be enough. I was told 8/10 in a tow, but we'll see. So Skyjacker leading the way, and we've only got less than 4 minutes left. There he goes, he gets another fastest lap. No, Anton, a 1:58.8. My word. Oh, thank you, Zach. That was a beautiful a tip. Don't eat yellow snow. Cool. So Skyjacker 1.2 second lead from Anton. Poika Katula in third. This is working well for Skyjacker. He's absolutely grinning. Diego in fourth, Joker's fifth, Jim is in sixth, and Rido is in seventh place. Rido, he's doing some good lap times. A 2:02.2 from him last time around. Jim managing a 2:03.1. Joker's doing a 2:02.5. Diego a 2:01.7. Katula doing a 1:59.7. Anton Poika there got the fastest lap with a 1:58.844. And Skyjacker, who am I pressing? That one. Skyjacker managing a 1:59.8. So wow, very tight, very tight out there for this little 10-minute dry sprint in the Subarus. And it looks like Skyjacker, unless he's losing a bit of time again to Anton Poika. It's down to a second now, but oh, it's swinging from 1.1 to 1 second, less than a second there. Did Skyjacker, what have I done? I've pressed the wrong button again, sorry. Here we go. I pressed tab, I think, instead of 1. So there he goes. Oh my lord, whatever happened to Skyjacker? And they're coming down to this tight corner, and Anton's gone for the move. He's gone for the move of the inside for the lead. A double win maybe on the cards for Anton Poika. We got 2 minutes left of racing, and it's race on. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. There we go. Have I pressed F12 on Skyjacker yet? There he goes. Alexis Maximus has joined the room just in time for the final race. And there we go. Oh, Skyjacker is in that tow. He is pulling in the backdraft of Anton Poika. Anton Poika, though, can he defend? Maybe Skyjacker is bump drafting again because Katula is only just behind him. Similar results to the first race. Look at that. Wow, how it all shuffles out. Anton Poika leading from Skyjacker. Katula in third. Diego in fourth. Jokas in fifth with Jim in sixth. Rido in seventh. Skyjacker's gone for the outside around this corner. Maybe to swing it around underneath. Anton for the second corner. He's got his nose up there. Oh, a bit of wiggle in between the two drivers, I think. There was slight contact, and I believe a Skyjacker, it looked like he lifted a little bit there. And to have another go, we've only got 1 minute left of racing, and Anton is looking very good for his second win. Skyjacker in second, Katula 1.4 seconds. If Anton and Skyjacker get too much into a battle, that will bring Katula straight back into the action. Skyjacker having a little nerf with the barrier, as I think Katula did also. Diego 4 seconds adrift of these guys, but he's only a second ahead of Jokas. Jokas a 2:01.5 last time around. Diego doing a 2:01.0, very tight on the times. Jim is only 1.8 seconds behind the Jokas, and Rido 7 seconds behind those guys. Doing an absolute stand-up job in a car he's not used to driving. But Anton 9/10 has pulled some time out on Skyjacker on this lap. Maybe Skyjacker realising he doesn't want to get too much into a tussle, but only 1.2 seconds now is Katula behind those guys. We're sat on board with Fernando. Watch the cones, they make you bounce, and there you can see the grip around that corner, not great, as Katula tries to chase down his closest rival in the championship, Skyjacker. And we're on the final lap. This is it, is it? Wow. Oh God, rubbish There you go, Anton for his second win. Brilliant stuff. Skyjacker second. Cthulhu in third. Diego grabs another fourth. Great stuff. Joker's finishing in fifth, just ahead of Jim. Jim was on the comeback there. He wanted a couple more laps in that car. Finishing in sixth, and Rido just coming up to the line in seventh place. What an absolute blinder. So Anton puts his win tally up this season 2-4. 2-4. That's great. Oh, in the chats we've got David. It's saying, oh, there he goes. Woo woo! He got fastest lap and the win. Brilliant stuff from Anton Poikar. Let me take you to your race results, so you can feast your eyes on... Oh no, I've pressed the wrong button. What's going on with me tonight, guys? I'm so sorry. So there you go. Anton Poikar taking his second win tonight, which that now puts his win tally this season up to 4. Skyjacker finishing in that second, but ahead of Cthulhu. Another point. And there's the settings changed for a 30-minute race in a lovely sunny conditions. Cthulhu, final podium position. I haven't said take a boo. Sorry, Cthulhu, take 2 boos, my son. So Cthulhu grabbing that final podium position ahead of Diego in 4th, Joker's in 5th, Jim in 6th, and Rido in 7th. Now we've got the addition of Alexis Maximus. I saw him entering the room. So we are now up to 8 drivers. This is fantastic. So David in the chat saying go, 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 guys. Racer Brown saying hello. What have I missed? Here's some cracking racing here. Racer Brown saying cha, 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 Skyjacker. And Skyjacker saying Anton is on it today. He is absolutely, he is at one with his Subaru and the Tokyo Expressway East Outer Loop for round 9 of the Wrx Challenge. What an absolute season we've had, and this race is particularly been very exciting. There was me with the Moody on at the beginning with the lack of drivers, but who needs them? Who needs them? These guys are putting on a show and a half. Oh, it's in the dark. I love a little bit of Tokyo night action. Get the lady boys. So we're going to go again at 9:05. That's giving me a good 10 minutes. That's going to be 2 laps of the garden. In the chat, Flashman saying, oh no, I've pushed the wrong button. Could become a drinking game. Yeah, I know. I don't know. So you guys take 5 or take 6 if you wish. All people have entered, so I'll get you to the track to see what the situ is. Ooh, lady boys. So there we go. Alexis Maximus trying to get some practice in, as he hasn't had any in his purple Subaru. And I will give you 2 minutes break from my god-awful voice. Thank you very much. I'll see you very soon. yo, 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 back in the hood. Hello guys, I'm back. I did 62 start jumps then. Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. Right then, Alexis Maximus, you've been watching and nipping around now. The pit stops are allowed in this feature race, I believe. And medium tyres. Oh, sorry, I just rubbed the mic. I don't know, every now and then, because there's holes on the mic and it's got like a little bendy thing. Look, woo, woo, woo. But, so every now and then I have to touch it just to see if the holes are facing my mouth. I don't know what that sounds like to you guys. I'm not rubbing anything else, I promise. So Alexis Maximus is out there. It is a purple Subaru, trust me. As I left, I said purple Subaru and then noticed in the dark you can't. Oh, there you go, a little flash of purple. Sweet. So 9:05 we're looking at. Oh wow, I came in early. I could have done a couple more star jumps. So Jim is out there with Jokers also. Jokers having an absolute cracker. Cracking racing from Jokers. Why weren't you here for the rest of the season, Jokers? We love it. Love to see you out there giving it some large. So Alexis Maximus has joined now. Wow, there's a few people still not joined. They're all sitting in the Parc Fermé, cleaning up their cars, giving it a polish, deciding what tyres. Skyjacker has changed the room settings. The grid order has been changed to set by host. It's going to be the reverse of that race we just saw. I believe Alexis Maximus will be on the pole. So he's asking everybody to enter, but has forgot to enter himself. Skyjacker, you've got to enter as well, mate. Oh, don't say I can't see the host. That is ridiculous. So who haven't we had entered yet? There they go. There he is. Skyjacker's in the house. There's one missing. There's one missing. Who are you? It will be Diego. Oh no, Diego's there. Anton's there. It's Cthulhu. Skyjacker, amused by me saying he's forgot to enter himself. So yeah, Cthulhu. It's all too much pressure for Cthulhu. He's withdrawn. No, he's not. He's there. The championship got to him. He couldn't handle it anymore. Did a Rosberg. So Alexis Maximus making his way around, getting himself accustomed to the track. Let's have a look. I believe they're all going to go for soft tyres, aren't they? Definitely. Definitely. They're all sprint masters out there. If we had the rivs, well, if we had the rivs, he'd probably be on wet tyres. And Pat, he usually likes to go for an interesting strategy. He may have gone for the mediums and not pitting. But these guys, they're on it. Now let's have a look. There's some chat going on. Flashman, oh no, yeah, I read that one. Skyjack saying, because Alexis joined late, he starts at the back. Oh, there you go. Sorry, guys. I misinformed you. Alexis will be starting from the rear. So that will put Rido again on the pole. Lots of pressure for the Petronas Subaru. And so far, they're all out there having a wee little warm-up. We are 4 minutes away from the start of the main race, the feature race. Those two were just little warm-ups, just to get into the groove. So, oh, that looks a lot better with 8 people. I like that. I like it a lot better with 8. It just seems like a normal rounded number. Plus, I don't have to start pressing letters. Well, on the keyboard, when you only go up to 10. So 11th, 12th, 13th and 14th, 15th, 16th place are all letters. Q, here's QWERTY. It's the QWERTY part of the keyboard. Come on, people. Join and make me QWERTY. So Jim is leading the way. Oh, we're leading the way. What am I talking? I'm starting to... See, this is why I don't know what else to do with myself. I'll either talk random crap in between races or I'll start commentating on practice. And what can you say? So, Jim's in the lead right now from Alexis Maximus. Joker's in 3rd spot. Oh, I thought, see, it's confusing. There was a bit on the screen that said someone had entered. Oh, there it goes. Racer Brown, QWERTY. Ooh, QWERTY. Let's get QWERTY. So, Jim, he's looking good. Jim's fast. Jim's fast here in the cooler weather. On those racing softs. He's looking like he wants to turn. his high grid position into something like a podium. Beautiful stuff from Rido, giving the cones a little knock. Whilst Catula, he needs to get ahead of Skyjacker in one of these races. He can't be spanked by Skyjacker in all three. How could he face the Spanish public after that? And there is Skyjacker on his out lap. Counting time. 2 minutes if he needs to know. And Jimbo. I'm rooting for Jimbo in this one. I think he's got a podium in him. I really do. I think this is coming. Alexis Maximus just edged it a little bit. No, Alexa. I said Alexis, not Alexa. Shut your blue trap, okay? Stop buying things. I don't want them. So Skyjacker in the Racer Brown said, have you said anything about the podcast? I touched it a little bit. I said we did a live podcast. It was alright. But yeah, Wednesday. Well, I don't know what day it is. At the moment it's Wednesday because there's no racing on Wednesday. We do a bit of a roundup of the week in our Discord. There's a feature in Discord called Staged where you can chat and everyone listens, and then there's a little feature where you press a button to put your hand up, and then you get up and have a little chinwag with me, which it was great. I really enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I got to talk to Binko, which was I found out they race ferrets at Brands Hatch. That's brilliant, and I've been obsessed with ferret racing at Brands Hatch now. I don't know how they stay on the tarmac, but that's what I want to see. That's all I want to see now is ferrets racing different tracks. Ferrets at Suzuka. When he first told me he was going to Brands Hatch to see ferret show, I thought he'd like Ferrari. What, Ferrari show? I went, no, ferrets. I was like, wow, there you go. I didn't know that happened. So, and who else had a chat? Look, someone else said hello. I can't remember. Skyjacker, he jumped up there. He had a little, well, he just kept correcting me because everything I say is rubbish and needs someone there. In real life, my wife does it. In the VRC world, Skyjacker does it. He's just as pretty as my wife as well, so I'm a lucky boy. So Catula, he's up for this. I reckon Catula is zoning in. Oh, Ruben, yeah, Ruben. He races. He sent me a picture of a car that he's actually raced in Denmark or a track day, and my word, it looks like a real racing car. It was scary. He said, like, if you crashed it, it's going to cost you something like, just the front end was something like 200 grand or something. I'm sure he said 200 grand. That sounded really expensive. I wouldn't get in it. I'd say, that's all right, I'll stick with, and Daz. Yeah, see? Daz, I was just helping is all. Skyjacker says, Ruben and Daz and Binko all come up to say hello. Flashman, I was gutted that I couldn't get on until late. But the chat was great fun. It was good, yes. So maybe Wednesday we'll put something in the Discord chat. We still haven't worked out a day properly. Wednesday was just a cool day because no one was racing, or we weren't racing. I'm sure other people were racing elsewhere, but we were not. So Rido on the pole position with the reverse grid. Jim, he's got a good run at him. It's a bit naughty being in car. I've never done an in car from the start. Sat on board with Jim. Can he get the move? Rido made a good start this time. We saw him not moving the last time, but he's on it this time. And Rido leads the way, and it looks like Jokas is just edged ahead of the Jim. And Jim is down into third, Diego fourth, Catula fifth, Anton is in sixth, Skyjacker seventh, and Alexis de Maximus is there tussling with Skyjacker with his DRS fully open. But Jokas has gone all the way up to the lead ahead of the Rido and Jim, but Catula from nowhere up the inside of everybody, and Jokas looks like he's running around the wall, which probably gives Catula the oomph to get ahead. No, Jokas still holding that lead ahead of Jokas. No, Jokas has got the lead ahead of Catula with Diego in third place, Rido in fourth. I haven't been drinking, I promise you, I don't know what's going on tonight. Alexis Maximus is trying to get something fruity with Jim on the go. Anton Poiker in seventh spot, and Skyjacker's there. He can't finish there, but we've got 30 minutes. Maybe Skyjacker's being clever with his tyres and fuel. Joker's on a Bolt. Hussein Bolt, he's on the way, but he's got Catula for close company, and Diego fancies his chances. Diego having an absolute blinder there in third place. I'll stay on bonnet. You can see, oh no, that's roof. There you go. And there we can see Diego. Oh no, Diego slid off into the wall, but he's got a little space behind him from Jim, who's got Alexis and Maximus, who started at the back, remember. Skyjacker now has got himself ahead of Anton, and Arrido has fallen back. So Skyjacker and Anton on a battle there. Where is that other button? Because it's too close. And there's Skyjacker staying just ahead of the Anton, and he's getting very close to Alexis and Maximus, just ahead of him. But Catula is now leading. He's got himself ahead of the Jokers, but the Jokers can get a toe up this straight, and they're just ahead of Diego. So Catula, this is the perfect start for him so far at the end of the first lap. But there you can see how quickly the Jokers can come across him. Ooh, Jokers swung out a little wildly there, and I think he lost the car a little bit. It seemed to wiggle. Seems to have a little wiggle on. A wiggle, wiggle. And Diego is right there as well. Diego just edging ahead of Gadulu. He's coming 3 wide into the first corner, and they're all on the brakes. Looked like Jokers was on the brakes last. He's going to meet that barrier again. He's just scraped it, but got away with it. Diego and Jokers going around side by side. Jokers on the barrier again, giving Catula the lead, and oh my god, Jokers trying to move to defend, and I don't think he realised Diego was that far up ahead of him, but Diego has managed to get past Jokas, and there is Alexis and Maximus. He's keeping an eye on that top 3. Jokers on the wall again. He's got to watch that. It's not as fast on the wall, and there you can see Alexis Maximus catching right up to the back end of Jokers' car, and Skyjacker there in 6th, made his way ahead of Jim and Rido. Whoa! Jokers trying to defend, but a little too aggressive there, and Alexis Maximus has made it past. My word, what racing is that? It's amazing stuff. So Alexis Maximus in a podium position. There is the Jokers. He's got Anton Poika having a look, and Skyjacker, all 3 of them in a bunch, and Jokers again on that wall. It's not helping him. It's not helping him at all, because now Anton is having a look up the inside, coming down to that final corner, that final tight corner. Skyjacker's going to be late on the brakes and try and get ahead of Jokers as well. Is he going to get ahead of Anton? He's going to get a toe off Anton at the very least, but all the time this is happening, Catula is 3.8 seconds up the road. So Catula there, 7/10 lead on Diego, with Alexis and Maximus in that 3rd place. Anton Poika ahead of Skyjacker in 4th, Skyjacker 5th, 6th for Jokers. Jim is in 7th, he's catching up Jokers, he's got that toe. Oh, 20k, sorry, 200, I don't know. I make things up in life. It's not lies, it's just lack of knowledge. So, Catula making his way round for the 3rd lap, and now, in this 30-minute feature race, Diego in 2nd, Alexis and Maximus in 3rd, Anton Poika up into 4th with Skyjacker 5th, Jokers there trying to fend off the Jim, and Arrido not too far behind these guys. And we will check out how fuel and tyres are doing after 3 laps. There you can see Arrido only used a quarter of a tank, as has Cthulhu, and it's looking like a slam dunk for Cthulhu so far. 1.3 seconds ahead of Diego, who is 1.3 seconds, and Anton's just got himself ahead of Alexis Maximus. We just missed it, we cut to it just a little too late, and now I've talked about it too long, deciding whether or not to do a replay. You should press Z. Press Z as soon as you think, and then you can make your decision whether or not to take the replay. But Anton now up into a podium position, Skyjacker behind the Jokers, and there he's ahead of the Jokers. Beautiful stuff. As Jokers was drifting, Skyjacker slipped it up the inside. So Catula leading by 2.1 seconds. Diego in 2nd place. We've still got a good 24 minutes left of racing. Anton in 3rd, Alexis and Maximus in 4th, Skyjacker in 5th place. The fuel looks pretty similar to all of them. Jokers in 6th, Jim in 7th, 1.6 seconds behind those guys, and Arrido 4 seconds adrift of them. It's warm today, okay? That's why you keep hearing me puffing and panting. Nothing to do with the star jumps. So Catula leading by 2.5 seconds like he is in the championship. Skyjacker's going to have to get a move on down there in 5th place. He's 4.8 seconds behind the championship leader right now. And Anton as well, up into second place, got himself ahead of Diego in the tow, but Diego coming back, as is Alexis Maximus, 3 in a row through the corner, and that is how it sorts itself out. Anton, Alexis and Diego losing another position. Diego will be trying to get back those positions. He won a podium. He's had a cracking little race so far, a little round. 2 fourth places, and I suppose if we wanted to move it up into a podium, and what a cracker. Diego hanging it around the outside of Alexis Maximus. Let's get close in on this one, because Diego and Alexis at it, and it's cracking. There he goes again. He's going for the inside of Alexis. He's just about got ahead of Alexis Maximus, but he's hit the wall. Oh my lord, he's hit the wall, but he's trying to block from Alexis getting through. He knows he made a mistake. He's hit the wall again. And now Alexis Maximus back up into that 3rd place. Skyjacker only 1.3 seconds behind them. He's got just over half a tank of fuel. Let's have a look. Catula just over half a tank of fuel. He's only just less than 2 seconds ahead of Anton Poika, who's on half a tank of fuel. Alexis Maximus in 3rd, but he's fighting Diego for it. No, Diego's now into 3rd place. And them two are on half a tank of fuel, so definitely going to be seeing these guys jumping into the pits. There is Skyjacker. I think he's being wily, Skyjacker. We know he can go a lot faster, so I think he's unless he's out the tow, maybe, possibly. But Diego and Alexis absolutely having a battle royale there through the tunnel, and Alexis just edging ahead of Diego, but there is nothing in it between the two of them. Diego doing a 2:01.068 at the last time around, and Alexis doing a 2:0681. It's very tight, and Skyjacker doing a 2:03.320. Jokers is still ahead of the Jim. Oh, Jim's lost a bit of time, and 2 Jokers there. And he's got Rido breathing down his neck, and not too far down the road. 1 mistake, and Rido is going to be on him. So Catula, 2-second lead he's got on Anton so far. Anton's got the fastest lap. Double winner here this round. Can he make it the treble? I imagine he would love to get in there. And Bruce's wins up this season 2-5. I should check out the others, shouldn't I? Let's have a little look through these guys. I'll tell you. If I click on that, I can give you some stats. So Pat's not here, Noxie's not here. Alexis and Maximus, 18 racers. 1 did not start, 2 fastest laps. His best finish is a 2nd place so far. Why are we talking about Alexis and not looking at him? Sorry. Best finish is 2nd, worst finish is 9th, and he's had 4 podiums, but not a win so far. And Rido's only done 4 races. His best finish is 9th, which I think he's beat that tonight. Anton, we've read that Anton's Jim. Jim's had 16 races, 3 DNSs. He's had 4th is his best finish, and 8th his worst. So Catula leading 1.5 seconds ahead of Anton Poika. Alexis Max. Oh, Skyjacker's got himself ahead of Diego, but only just. Diego will be coming back at him up this straight with the tow. He pulls himself out of the tow, and now he got whoa, I've got to get out of the car, sorry, because there's going to be 3 wide coming up the straight. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Alexis Maximus doing all he can to stay ahead of him. He wants the podium. Diego in 5th, Skyjacker 4th, and Alexis Maximus in 3rd. Diego dropping back in for that tow as they head up to the front corner. Oh my gosh, it's wham. That's all I can say. I didn't have much sleep last night, I tell thee, it's so hot, you have to leave window open, and I was a banquet for 3 mozzies I found in our room. We've got this tennis bat thing. That you can press a button and it electrifies. And it's so satisfying when you get one of them mozzies and you can hear it going zzz, 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 zzz. So there we go. Oh, sorry Bubba, did you want the iPad? No. I took the iPad off her just before the race. It was a bit naughty. So Catula a 2nd now ahead of Anton. Anton really on a push. He did a 59.0 that last time around. Catula doing a 59.4, nothing in it, but Catula is just above a quarter of a tank of fuel. Anton is a little bit less fuel than Catula at the moment. Alexis and Maximus dead on the quarter tank of fuel. Fourth place for Skyjacker. He's got Diegor alongside him. These two having an absolute battle royale. And Skyjacker's got a little bit more fuel than the three guys ahead of him. Diegor, he's just over the quarter of a tank. And Joker's there in sixth on a quarter of a tank of fuel. He's 5.8 seconds ahead of the Jim, who is 4.4 seconds ahead of Rido. What's been moving? What's the shaking? So Catula, I think Anton is probably starting to feel the benefit of the tow now. In that second place, they're dropping Alexis. They're 5 seconds. So, oh my God, Skyjacker can see the championship leader disappearing from him. 7.4 seconds behind he is. He's grabbing a beautiful tow from Diegor, and he'll be wanting to get ahead of the Portuguese driver, possibly maybe bump draft him up there just to use him for a little bit of help to catch the guys up ahead. But the guys up ahead they are rabbiting. We are just coming up to 17 minutes left of racing, and when will the guys be pitting? It's an interesting one. They've been racing for nearly 13 minutes. The tyres still looking fresh. Fuel is down to a quarter. See, me, I'd be tempted to come in. I don't know why, just to get the undercut, possibly. I'm not sure. But these guys probably going to leave it dead on halfway, or possibly just run those fuel tanks. You want your fuel tanks low, I suppose, because the car's going to be faster, lighter. But Anton 7 tenths now behind Catula. He's really pushing to catch up Fernando. And the flying Finn is absolutely flying in this round. He's on fire. Come on, Anton. My car is on fire. So Anton Poica, 2 tenths. Heavy braking coming into that final chicane. He's in the perfect place coming up that start straight, right behind Catula. This is what Skyjacker will be hoping for, I imagine. I'm not a mind reader, but I suppose he would love Anton to win this race rather than Catulu and get a treble. And there he goes, Anton. He's pulled the trigger on that tow quite early on the straight. That gives Catula an opportunity to slip in behind and grab a tow back. There you go, there's your first pit stop. Skyjacker and Alexis and Maximus. And Jokers has popped in to meet them as well. So Anton and Catula out there battling. Anton's still ahead of Catula. Catula, he's on the outside of this corner. Is he going to try and swing it on the inside, or is he just trying to get a better line for that second corner? Anton doing an absolute blinding job here. His fuel started flashing though, and Catula's still got a little to burn up. Diegor in third place. He opted not to go into the pit. So there is Alexis and Skyjacker back out, fourth and fifth. 26 seconds shy of Diegor, 35.5 seconds shy of the leaders. Amazing stuff. Skyjacker giving it all big balls. Remember, Alexis Maximus was in third place, so that should be fighting for a podium position, possibly. Jokers out there. Jim pitted as well, and Rido also pitted. Cracking. So Catula and Anton, who's going to go? I think Catula isn't going to have a choice at the end of this lap. Ooh. So Catula's back ahead of Anton. I did not notice that. Unbelievable. So Catula maintaining, but these two are going to disappear into the pits as soon as they're around this final corner. Anton having a look up the inside later on the brakes. The Flying Finn is grabbing the apex ahead of Catula, and that is it. He's taken the lead again of this race to go into the pit lane first, really. So Catula chasing him down, grabbing that toe. Catula might have enough fuel for another lap, maybe, possibly. Who knows? Are they both going to come in? It's going to be... You've got to come in together because he's your tow buddy. So Diegor is going to take... No, he's got to go in as well. His fuel is absolutely flashing. So Skyjacker's got himself ahead of Alexis and Maximus. They're just coming around to that final corner. How much closer can they be with Alexis Maximus? Wonderful move from Alexis Maximus. Grabs it up the inside of Skyjacker. We've seen Skyjacker going wide in that final corner a couple of times this evening, and it's cost him. There is Catula back out on track. Boom. Kaboom. Slam dunk, my friend. And he's found 2.5 seconds. Oh, Anton's filled right up with fuel, and he's lost a couple of seconds on Catula. Skyjacker moving up into that third place, but is it? Because him and Alexis are absolutely in a grind for that third spot. Diego coming out the pits, 2 seconds adrift of those guys, but if they're racing each other, they're costing each other time. And there, Skyjacker's got the inside line to this first corner, and there he goes. Great stuff there, and but Alexis coming back at him, and Alexis, he's usually teammate to Catula. There's no teams in this one, but when there is teams in the VRC, usually you find Catula and Alexis Maximus buddying up, and at the moment, even though they're not teammates, Alexis Maximus is doing Catula the biggest favour out there. So Skyjacker now moving back up into third, but Alexis Maximus is not letting him have a second. He's going for it again. Oh no, he isn't. I thought he was going up alongside him. What a battle royale there then. So Catula 2.8 seconds, but we've seen that lead before, and Anton, it's no worry from him. He can pull that back. He can definitely pull that back, as we've got 12 minutes left of racing here, and Anton has got to pull some absolute stunning lap times out to try and catch up the Spaniard, the championship leader. He might be reigning champion as well. I believe he is, because Homesick won the first season, I think, and Catula won the second season. Possibly, I'm not sure. Homesick might have won the season that wasn't a season. I don't know. So Anton there, 2.5 seconds behind Catula as we drop under the 12-minute mark. Skyjacker and Alexis Maximus still tough in a battle there. There's nothing in it between the two. And there you see Wrx Challenge on the back of Alexis Maximus's car. And that is where that is this Wrx Challenge. And what a challenge this race has been for these guys. Cracking stuff. So Skyjacker in that third position for now. Alexis Maximus going out wide to see if he can swing it underneath Skyjacker in this first corner, but he cannot do it. Is he going to do it for this next one? No. Skyjacker has got it covered off. Diego though 1.8 seconds behind them guys now. As they battle, he can draw closer. Jokers is in 6th place with Jim in 7th and Rido in 8th spot. But Catula 2.6 seconds ahead of Anton. That's slowly dropping down, 10th by 10th. It was an outlap, so their last laps aren't really much to read into. It's this next lap they've got to really pelt one in. Skyjacker, he's starting to pull away from Alexis and Maximus, but he's got a 7-second deficit on second place. And Diego, he's trying to edge closer to that battle for the podium. And there he goes, beautiful stuff. So Catula leading, 2.3 seconds, it's dropping every corner. Anton on an absolute mission for them 3 wins this evening. Race Brown says he is. I think that's the answer to Catula being the reigning champion, and he's also champion-elect, I suppose, at the moment, championship leader. But there you go, Catula. He is absolutely loves these Subarus. He does really well in them. Oh dear. It's too late, Racer Brown. You can retract your message all you like. I already read it. I saw everything. I saw it all. It's too late. And so Anton pushing. He did a 59.0 his last time around. He's got it under 2 seconds at 59.6 from Catula. Catula's trying to keep it steady, keep it off of the walls, and do everything he can to stay ahead of a flying Finn this weekend. There is Skyjacker. He's managed to pull nearly a second out on Alexis and Maximus. Alexis Maximus, though, drawing closer again to Skyjacker. Diego, 2 seconds behind Alexis Maximus in 5th place. Nearly 5.5 seconds ahead of Jokas, who is 7.4 seconds. Catula is reigning champion. Thank you, Racer Brown. I got what you said with the 2 messages you retracted. And Rido, 15 seconds adrift from Jim, but like I said, he's taken part in 2 rounds. I mean, Rusty, I haven't seen Rido racing for a while actually. I think he got a PlayStation ban from Bunny. So Catula, 1.5 seconds now. Anton slowly chipping away. Skyjacker will be there in 3rd place saying, come on Anton, come on Anton. Racer Brown said, I thought you didn't, lol. Yeah, I saw it all. I saw everything, it's too late. It's extras with Patrick Stewart. Everyone's naked in this TV show he's writing, and he just keeps saying, and they cover it up, but it's too late, I've seen it all. So Catula leading the way. He's got his fastest lap of the race, a 59.232. Anton, though, 58.7. He's got all the answers for the Spaniard. Whew, that's some tight stuff. We've got 7 minutes left of racing. Skyjacker 8.6 seconds adrift of Anton, and I'm imagining he is the man rooting for Anton the most in this race, with Alexis Maximus chasing him down just under a second. They're on the start. Oh, no, they've got to the end of the start straight, so the tow hasn't helped Alexis. Diego's lost a bit of time to those guys ahead of him, but Joker's getting closer to the Portuguese driver. Joker's on a push, 2 minutes .990. Diego 2:03.168. That's the drinking game, Flashman. Every time I say on a push, he's on a push. So Jokas trying to catch Diego up. He's got 8.2 seconds on the Jim behind him. Jim, another one, had to come in cold. Coming hard and coming cold with his train. He was stuck on a train because apparently someone was stuck on the toilet. When he said stuck on the toilet, I just thought they couldn't stop going. I don't want to get graphic, but they just couldn't stop. It just kept flowing. Or they'd fallen down the hole and got their bum stuck in the hole or something. I don't know what getting stuck on the toilet means. Or maybe the door just got jammed. Who knows? But stuck on the toilet is just not enough information for me. Wow! Did Anton just do a little bunny hop? That was amazing. So Racer Brown said, sounds like a great game, lol. What, stuck on the toilet? So Catula, he's less than a second. That has got to be in tow territory for Anton now, with only 5 minutes remaining, just over 5 minutes. Skyjacker and Alexis in a tow territory as well, trying to catch up with the Rockstar Subaru. Catula is a second ahead of Anton Poyka, and Anton Poyka is running out of time to try and catch the Spaniard up. Skyjacker trying to fend off the Spaniard, the other Spaniard. It's the Spanish invasion here at the WRX Challenge, and both of them having absolute blinding races. Diego, does he drink water or Coca-Cola, do you think? Is sitting in a great 5th place, 4 seconds ahead of Jokas. And Jim there, 9 seconds adrift of Jokas, and 18 seconds ahead of Rido in 8th place. And here we, oh, hang on. That, he must have done that under tow. Oh, and I pressed the short one. Here we go, though. We're going to get to see it anyway. Oh, it looks like Catula had a little nick on the wall, and that gave Anton the opportunity to get himself ahead. And there you go. Fantastic. We got the replay. That's more than what we could do with. Fantastic stuff. So Anton on for the treble, but he's coming around that final corner. Just under 4 minutes to go, and Catula is definitely close enough to grab a toe off of the Flying Finn. Skyjacker 10 seconds adrift of that battle, and he is still playing with Alexis Maximus down there for that final podium position. And Alexis, I imagine, giving it his all. Oh, a good game because of the drinking game. Yeah, I've got you now. I just thought of it before I read it. Boom. Yes. He's on a push. He's on a push. He's on a push. It's got to be tequila, though. Tequila, it makes me happy. And this is a side-by-side action down the straight between Skyjacker and Alexis Maximus. Oh, my God. Look at the battle. Fantastic stuff. Who's going to get to the first corner first? Skyjacker's looking very good, though. He's got that inside line. No toes were given down that straight. Not one toe. Not two toes, not three toes. So Anton then 8/10 of a second ahead of Cthulhu. Skyjacker will be pleased about that, but he's got to stay ahead of Alexis Maximus. With Diego in 5th, 4.8 seconds adrift of those guys, 5.9 seconds ahead of 6th place Jokers. Jim in 7th and Rido in 8th place. Ooh, ghosted down straight, that's not a good sign. But Anton 6/10. Cthulhu still chipping away at it. It's nothing in it between these two. On board with the reigning champion and the championship leader as he chases down that Flying Finn. Unbelievable stuff from Anton Poika. What a round. 3 wins, possibly. And Flashman saying, too late, I'm already half a bottle of vodka in. Beautiful stuff. Arr. You want to talk to Sharon about that? I bet you he could get you some nice Russian vodka. So, Cthulhu, I'd love to do a Russian accent. It's so cool. Of all the accents, Irish, then Russian. Especially female Russians and female Irish. There's nothing hotter. I think I grew up with that. Good night, sweetheart, where he used to go back in time. Rodney from Only Fools and Horses used to go back in time to war times, and there was an Irish barmaid. My God. Oh God, what's going on? So Anton still leading. We've got 1 minute left of this race. Some of these guys on a lap might be their final lap. Alexis Maximus tight on fuel. Tight on fuel. Skyjacker managing to edge away from Skyjacker. No, Skyjacker's edging away from Alexis, sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about now. Diego, 4.3 seconds. He'll be hopeful. He'll be hopeful. There's plenty of fuel in that vehicle. So Rido, he's coming around. Oh, there's still 42 seconds to go. He's going to get across the line, surely. Anton, 6/10 ahead of Cthulhu. There's nothing in it on this final lap. There's still 30 seconds to go, and I can see that Rido, unless he parks it up before the finish line. No, he goes across the finish line, so he is going to go for this lap. And there is Anton, only 4/10 ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu is on it. Anton wants his 3 wins, but Cthulhu wants a win to get some more points away from Skyjacker. Skyjacker's been slowly stealing points off of Cthulhu in the first 2 races, and now Cthulhu wants to get a car between them. And can he do it? The final lap has come up as Anton goes into the final corner. This is going to be very tight. There's going to be a tow. There's going to be all sorts going on. So Anton Poika, 0.7 seconds ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu will be trying to ram it out of that corner and grab a toe going up to the line, but I think he's just too far behind. And there we go. Anton is going to go a 3-4-3. Look at him go. Well done. Brilliant stuff. Second place for Cthulhu, and Skyjacker getting that final podium position. Take a boo, my son. There he goes. Him and Cthulhu swapped for that race. Alexis Maximus, oh, very slow. He's lost it. The fuel's run out, and Diego grabbing 4th place right there at the end. Diego, fantastic. Alexis Maximus wiggling the car around, try and get some fuel around. There he goes. He finishes in 5th. Joker's coming around to get that 6th place. Jim is in 7th, and his fuel's pretty low as well. It's very tight for him as he heads up the straight. Oh, I see. Flashman says Polish vodka. That's the stuff. And there goes Jim across in 7th, and Rido making his way around the final corner. Skyjacker says, "Ah, nuts." That's good, man. It's thin fuel for, and I think that's it. I think Rido has run out of fuel. Bless him. But Anton Poika, what a man, what a guy. This round, he was unstoppable. 3 from 3, brilliant stuff. In the rain, in the sprint, and in the feature. Anton Poika owned Tokyo. Katula, a great second spot. Finishing ahead. Oh, it's double points for this second race as well. So everything Skyjacker gained in the first 2 races, he's lost, I think, in this race. Diego in for fantastic in the end there, with Alexis Maximus running out of fuel. Rido, he's slowly making his way to that checkered flag with a very empty fuel tank as he makes his way across and grabs 8th spot. Well done to all of you. That looked like hard work. Anton takes the win from Katula, and Skyjacker in 3rd. Take a boo, my son. There he is, Anton Poika, up 6 places. Excuse me, got the fastest lap and takes his 3rd win of the evening. Beautiful stuff. We will have a quick look at the race results. We'll get a little bit excited about what's happening tomorrow evening, and then I'll let you all get on with your night. So Anton Poika, 3 from 3 from the Finnish legend. What a round for Anton Poika. Katula grabbing that 2nd place when it counts. He finished 3rd in the first 2 races, but when the double points happened, Katula came to life and grabbed 2nd spot. Skyjacker in 3rd. Damage control wasn't bad. He was down there in 5th and 6th, but in the second part of the race came back to grab a podium. Take a boo, my son. And Alexis Maximus keeping him honest all the way, and poor Alexis just running out of fuel on that final straight, giving Diego the chance to come through into 4th. Ooh, lots of things are happening as Skyjacker sends all the images of the positions to the admin box, and it just looks blurry. Ah, you're covering Anton Poika's head up. It's going to go in 5 seconds. Kabah. So that doesn't make sense because you're... Oh, don't worry. I'm confusing myself with this delay. So, and did a really good job. Katula in 2nd. Scott, did I already read these? I think I did. Oh, and Anton Poika got the fastest lap on lap 3 with a 158.454. Joker's finishing 6th, Jim in 7th, and Rido in 8th place. So that was round 9. So it's all coming down in the chats then. Skyjacker says, "Ah, nuts." Diego says, "Thank you very much, everyone. Fantastic racing tonight, Diego." And he said, "Congrats, Anton. 3 from 3. Joker's saying, "Flashman, cheers, mate." Oh, with the Polish vodka. And Skyjacker said, "Alexis played excellent team role." Hey, I gathered that when we were watching. I thought, wow. He even ran himself out of fuel trying to get in Skyjacker. Not getting Skyjacker's way, he was racing Skyjacker. That's all there was to it. And so please join us tomorrow for our stream, because we are having ourselves a 2.5 hour race around Nürburgring 24 hour. So qualifying's all done. If you want to know who's where, have a look through our YouTube channel and you'll see the Nürburgring qualifying, because Friday we are going to have ourselves a lovely little endurance race with the Group 3 and Group 4 cars. That will be absolutely cracking. If you fancy yourself having a race, then Saturday evening and Sunday evening we're having, well, Saturday night we're having a test session with the Red Bull Juniors. No pressure. I don't think it's going to get streamed or anything like that, so you can just come along and dip your toe in the ocean of VRC. And on Sunday night we've got the Sunday Cup in the Ferrari F40s at Monza. If you fancy it, please join us on track. And then on Monday night, you'll see the replay of the Ferrari F40s. That is pretty much everything, I think. Yes, that's all the racing. And then Wednesday, possibly Wednesday evening, we'll be having our pitcast. Shall I call it a pitcast? I don't know what to call it. It's not really a podcast. It's just like a live forum thing. But yes, join us Wednesday evening in our Discord for the pitcast. And if you want to get into our Discord, you have to go to the website. Well, I think it's all on here on YouTube as well. If you go to our YouTube channel and about, I think it's got all the links on there. But it is definitely worth going and having a look at our website. I say our website. It is our website, but Skyjacker's the man that does all the work on it, and he does an absolutely cracking job. So go and check out www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. I say that in my sleep now. I've got it down that well. If you listen to one of the early days of our streams, I used to fall over that website all the time. My tongue would get around the co.uk all the time, but there we go. I've got it down. www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. Awesome stuff. So Rido in the chat saying, well done all. Well done to you, Rido. I mean, that wasn't easy. That was jumping into a car you're not used to in the rain. So you did a fine job. I think very respectable. Very respectable. You haven't raced for ages either, Rido. I haven't seen you. I missed you, my friend. Right, I'm babbling now. It's time to wrap it up, isn't it? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring my bell. And that sounds wrong about ringing my bell end, but you never know. It might be something. Nothing else to tell you, so I'm going to wrap this up. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Pat McGroin. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow evening for the big one. Oh, it's going to be a cracker. It's going to be a cracker, so don't miss it. Thank you very much for joining us. Again, come to our Discord, have a chat with us. I was your commentator, Pat McGroin. Thank you very much. Bye.